From a dramatic capture of a dictator and a massive trade deficit drop to revamped health guidelines focused on natural foods, this week saw major changes from the Trump administration. NTD's Daniel Monaghan has your White House week in review.
In a daring overnight operation last weekend, Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and his wife were taken into custody to face charges in the United States.
The bravery was incredible. Lindsay, they got off the helicopter and the bullets were flying all over the place.
Maduro was flown to New York, later passing the Statue of Liberty, and arraigned in a federal court on Monday, where he pleaded not guilty. President Trump addressed questions about leadership in Venezuela following Maduro's capture.
And don't ask me who's in charge, because I'll give you an answer and it'll be very controversial.
What does that mean?
It means we're in charge.
Massive protests took place all week in Iran, with demonstrators marching through Iran's capital and other major cities. President Trump has repeatedly threatened Tehran if it kills protesters.
We'll take a look. We're watching it very closely. If they start killing people like they have in the past, I think they're going to get hit very hard by the United States.
President Trump proposed increasing the Pentagon budget by 66% to $1.5 trillion by 2027, saying it would deliver what he calls America's dream military, commenting on Fox News.
We need it because there are some real threats out there.
The trade deficit shrank to around $29 billion in October, the narrowest gap since June 2009, and a 39% decrease from September. CNBC called the numbers unreal.
We haven't been that small in a long time. I don't have enough records here to go back that far.
Vice President J.D. Vance called on Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to step down, as the state has been racked by a massive alleged fraud scandal.
I think Tim Walz should resign because it's very clear either that he knew about the fraud in Minneapolis, he knew about the welfare fraud, or at the very least he looked the other way.
Minnesota was also the site of an ICE officer-involved shooting, where an officer shot as a car sped toward him, killing the driver. Governor Walz criticized federal enforcement tactics.
There is no verifiable evidence that any of this is making America safer.
The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day.
HHS announced new guidelines for a healthy diet.
Real food, protein, dairy, fruit and vegetables, and then grains, whole grains. That's what America should be eating, and that is what the science says.
We are going to finally address the root causes of our broken healthcare system: insulin resistance and general body inflammation, advanced by the protein-poor, micronutrient-poor, ultra-processed and refined carbohydrate diet that kids are addicted to today.
The Trump administration announced the U.S. will exit 66 international organizations and agreements, including 31 tied to the United Nations. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said many were dominated by progressive ideology and detached from national interests. President Trump again described Greenland as vital to U.S. national security.
Right now, Greenland is covered with Russian and Chinese ships all over the place.
President Trump also moved to ban institutional investors from purchasing single-family homes, a policy aimed at lowering housing costs. Daniel Monaghan, NTD News.